prophet Habakkuk presented to the Lord, and he could understand why God seemed to do nothing about the wickedness in his society. Then he realized that faith in God alone would supply the answers to his questions. But instead of questioning the way of God, we should realize that he is totally just to all, and we should have faith that he is in control and that one day evil will be utterly destroyed. You will find me today in the purple books. If you all have purchased that, you will find me as on the outline, which is the purple book gives a great outline. You will find me on page 111. I've talked about the burden. Now today, chapter 2, I'm talking about the vision. God gave to Habakkuk a wonderful vision in chapter 2. Note verses 2. Herein we find two great pledges which God gives in verse 4 and 14. Verse 4 says, behold, his soul, the Babylonians, is puffed up, and it is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. And verse 14 says, for the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord. Verse 4 is so significant that it is quoted 3 times in the New Testament. Romans 1 and 17, for in it the righteousness of God is revealed from faith to faith, as it is written, the just shall live by faith. It highlights that God's righteousness is revealed in the gospel, received by faith. Verse 14, it says in verse 14, for the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord. Verse 4 is so significant that it is quoted 3 times in the New Testament. And the next time is quoted is in Galatians chapter 3, verse 11. It states that no one is justified, meaning made righteous, before God by the law, emphasizing that salvation, our salvation, comes through faith, because the righteous will live by faith. So no one who relies on the law is justified before God. Chapter 2, verse 2, God answers to Habakkuk questions, and he asked the question, how long would evil prevail? And you'll find the answer in chapter 1, verses 2 and 3. And the second question he asked, why was the Babylon chosen to punish Judah? Chapter 1 and verse 13. So God said that the judgment, though slow to come, was certain to come. Although God used the Babylon against Judah, he knew Babylon's sins and would punish it in due time. Evil and injustice seem to have the upper hand in the world, as we see what's going on, even here where we live in these United States. But he had given us the same answer that he gave Habakkuk. In due time, evil and all will come to destruction. And so that is the end of my lesson for today. And on next Thursday, on the 19th, you will find me with the third vision that Prophet Habakkuk had. And I'll be in Hebrews chapter 10, verse 38.